Okay, so I'm doing this course now, and they were talking about starting up a business and things to consider, and of course, what kind of company you should form. Should it be an LLC? Should it be a corporation or sole proprietorship? What should you go for? And this is something you should really consider if you are thinking, I'm going to be an entrepreneur. I'm going to start up a business. You have to figure out what what is most beneficial for you. Do you have assets that you need to protect? Do you have to put up a wall between yourself and these assets, or are you good, for instance? And also, when starting up a company, it's a very good idea to was talking about tracking, for instance, your mileage and tracking this accurately, because just guesstimations can the IRS can come after you. That could be pretty bad if you don't track this properly. Keep all of your receipts. A bank statement is generally not enough, so you can of course have apps for this as well that will make the tracking of mileage, to keep receipts. All this will make that a whole lot easier, and that is actually really important to go the extra mile. Napoleon Hill also talks about this. Go the extra mile, because you will appear more serious for like your customers, your clients, but also for the government and the IRS. Isn't that what it's called in the US? In Norway it's different, of course, but yeah, keep track of all these things. Do the small extra things that is going to set your company and your startup apart from all the others. There's a lot of startups nowadays, and me and a friend, we're in the startup right now, and we are looking at some of our competitors. Not that I think you should focus on competing, but it's good to see what they do, how they do it, and how we can do better than them. Learn from their mistakes instead of making those mistakes ourselves. So you can do these small extra things. For instance, you can separate your finances as well. By separating your finances, like you have your own card for the company. You don't go using a debit card for everything, but you actually have an own separate company bank account and a company card, because that makes all the difference. It makes you appear more serious, and it's also, I think, it's a mindset, because when you start, when you form the company, you get your own company bank account and card, and you to keep all of the receipts, you track your mileage, you act like a business person, you act like a business owner, and that is going to change your mindset completely, and I think that's going to make a huge difference when you're starting out. And of course, it'll be easier to continue like that, instead of like, oh, when I make this and that much, then I'll go ahead and do things seriously. No, go serious from the start, because your goal is to get up there. If your goal is to just do it as a hobby, treat it like a hobby. If your goal is to make it a business, treat it like a business. It's a huge difference. And short lesson today as well. It's good for me because I get some repetition of what I just learned. So I hope this made sense, and hope you got some value out of it. And remember, if you take one small step towards your goal every single day with persistence and belief that you can do it, there's nothing in this world that can stop you. And with that, I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.